Okay, we are back after a short delay of technical difficulty. We have Jose Anaya wrestling now against Andy Heckman from Sartell St. Stephen. Jose leading the match 2-1. No. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't see the other one on the scoreboard, so it looks like he's leading 2-1, but he's actually down 11 to, or now 13-2. I thought that was a little odd that he's wrestling the #1 seed wrestler and he was winning. So we're short time here in the second period. Jose trying to stay away from the pin. So Jose now just 4 points away from a technical fall. So Heckman, #1 seed, losing to Ryan Jensen from Belgrade. And there's the technical fall. It's something to say for Jose to make it into the third period with #1 seed wrestler, junior, and Jose only being a 7th grader. So now we got Craig Schmitz coming out. Who's Craig wrestling now? Craig wrestling Connor Lincoln. So we'll switch over to that. Connor Lincoln from Eden Valley Watkins, listed at a 4-10 wrestler. He is a junior. Craig just a sophomore. Craig goes in for a single leg. Nice job of coming back up with it, securing it, switching to a double, and getting 2 for a takedown. So off the mat and back to the center we go. So Craig, Craig wrestled against also the #1 seed, Blaine Fisher. And coming up with a loss in that match. So Craig now just trying to work some sort of a pinning combination, working for the crossface now. Connor trying to get up to his feet, and Craig bringing him back down to the mat. So back to the center. Connor trying to do a sit out, and Craig bringing him back down to the mat. So Craig looking to secure a wrist. And the end of the first period, Craig will be up 2-0. Craig's going to defer. Connor's choice, and he chooses down. So also we have wrestling Aaron Magus over on mat 1. Who is Aaron wrestling? I'll widen out the camera here. He's wrestling Tim Boone from Barnesville. Tim Boone, senior, listed at 12-7. So we got Craig on the left and Aaron on the right. Craig leading his match 2-0, and Aaron losing his match 2-0. So Craig reaches in for a single, can't come up with it. Connor's able to fend him off. Now they're fighting for head. So Craig goes in for another single, this time able to secure it, pull the ankle underneath him, and able to get, he should have had 2 there. He was behind him. That should have been 2. Back to the center we go at any rate, and Craig has to fight for another one. So Craig working for hand control. Connor looking for a tie-up. Craig breaking free from it. Now Craig into the front headlock, tries for the head chancery. Off the mat, back to the center again. with 51 seconds to go in the second period. Craig leading 2-0. Aaron now down 4-0. Craig shooting in for a high crotch, pulling in that single leg, gets the ankle underneath him. This time he's got room. Trying to step over that other leg and work his way up the back. There we go. Now he bellies out. Craig's got another 2. So Craig now leading 4-0. Aaron trailing 4-0, both in the second period. So Aaron wrestling Tim Boone, who is a senior, 11-6. Aaron just an 8th grader, 3-10 a year. So now Craig off the whistle in the third period here, working a stand-up. Try to peel the hands free. Able to sit back into him. Got a clasping call. So Craig should get a point there. And hopefully a takedown off the mat. So we'll get 1 escape, both up, 1 clasping. All right, so we're on our feet. Craig leading here 6-0, in for another high crotch, and he's able to pull that one in easily. Now working the bar and the arm up. Aaron trailing 6-0 on his match. Craig working on trying to bar that arm up for a pinning combination. So once we get a break here, we'll go back to the results of some of the matches that we missed in our short hiatus of trying to find a charger. So 56 seconds to go in Craig's match, and he comes up with a big pin. Nice job by Craig there to work that in. So now Aaron trailing 6-0 with 1:10 to go in the third period. And I think the next wrestler we have coming up will be
Spencer Eisenbrown from Paynesville, Dominic Woodbridge from Grand Rapids.
Spencer.
182 pounders, you're in the hole, mat number 2.
I don't have it on there, but they just said Spencer Eisenbrown. So Aaron here trying to come up with some 6 points here in the end of this period. And finds himself in a bit of a situation now with 26 seconds to go. $15 seconds. Yeah, he is losing by points, but you don't want to give up the pin either, because that's just more team points. So I guess he saved a half a team point there by not giving up the pin. So now we can go back to some results, some matches that we missed. We can get that brought up. First we'll bring up the team score. So we still have Belgrade in the lead with 187 points. The next one closest is Sartell St. Stephen at 143. And then all the way down to, where's Paynesville? Number 7 is Paynesville with 64 points. So there's And then coming in at last is Spectrum with 13. We missed a few matches here. We missed Riley Messer and Brett Mogis. So 132. Just have to bring up the brackets and then pick a weight class. So 132 Brett Mogis then. Doesn't want to let us view it.
In the hole on mat number 1, 145 pounds, Riley Messer from Paynesville, Trevin Ludwig from Eden Valley Watkins. In the hole, mat number 1, 145 pounds, Messer, Paynesville, Ludwig.
Brett Mogis, the match that we missed there. Brett lost to, let's see. Yeah, Wyatt Roller from Barnesville. He lost to him 9-4 decision in that match. Then the other one we missed was Riley Messer, so 132 or 138 weight class. No, I'm sorry. 145. 38 is Sean Rue. 145. So Riley will be wrestling one of the Ludwig boys from Eden Valley. He won his last match with a pin in 1:56 against, let's see, where is it? Canfield? Where is that? Canfield must be down further. What's his first name? Oh. That's all it says is Canfield. It doesn't say anything else. Well, at any rate, Riley scored a fall against him in 1:56, and he'll be wrestling Trevin Ludwig from Eden Valley Watkins. Trevin's the senior. And Trevin listed at 13 and 9. And no record listed for Riley. So I think the next wrestler we have coming up is Spencer Eisenbrown. Spencer Eisenbrown is in the hole on mat number 2. Riley Messer also in the hole on mat number 1. Clint Schmitz in the hole on mat number 3. So in just a few matches here, we'll have possibly 3 Paynesville wrestlers. All right, so we'll have Riley Messer wrestling next here at 145 pounds, consolation semifinals. And he will be wrestling Trevin Ludwig from Eden Valley. Just as soon as this match is over, got another 10 seconds and then he'll be up. So 145 pounds here. Trevin a senior and Riley a junior. I'm sure have to think that these two have met before. So Trevin with a big underhook and Riley not comfortable with it. He breaks loose from it, and now Riley with a big underhook on the left side. Trevin scooping in for a leg. And they break apart. Now Riley going in a little bit too high, and Trevin able to turn him in a head chancery / headlock. And we also have Spencer Eisenbrown. So Riley's able to fight off of that. And we also have Spencer Eisenbrown. So we'll open this up here so you can see both matches. So Riley getting a little bit too high there when he went in for the high crotch and got caught. And Trevin was able to throw him. I guess it was more so a head and arm than it was a head chancery, but so now Spencer Eisenbrown with I didn't see what happened there, but a big pin for him, and then he'll move on to the next round. Spencer just was able to throw that big head and arm and get his hips out. He executed that nicely. Riley a little bit of trouble here. Able to wing down the half, but Trevin able to follow. Now Riley rolling all the way through. Not quite able to get out the other side. Now he scoops a leg up. Now he's got him in trouble if he can stay underneath that leg and turn into him. Trevin doesn't have anything. If Riley can pull that leg up higher, just can't. He muscles his way back out of it. Ended up losing 3 near fall in the process. Riley again went in, his head up too high, and Trevin able to throw his hips into him now. Riley giving up a pin there in the first period. And Riley a little disappointed about that.
In the hole on mat number 3 at 170 pounds, Carter Lensman from South Center Railroad, Alex Morris, Sartell St. Stephen.
So now we have Clint Schmitz coming up here.
In the hole on mat number 1 at 220 pounds, Bodie Zenz from Malacca, Daniel Sabula from BBE.
So Clint wrestling Matthew Lindstrom here from So Lindstrom listed at 4 and 7. He's a senior. Clint also a senior. Clint listed at 8 and 9. So Clint getting hips back. Clint giving up a takedown here in first period with about 25 seconds to go. Now just trying to wing down the half, turns around into him. Ref calls him off the mat, gives him one anyway. So we end the first period there with Clint trailing 2-1. So Clint set. Right off the whistle, sits out for a switch. And Lindstrom able to follow. Now Lindstrom trying to bar up that arm. Now he's got the far wrist also, and he pulls that arm straight up over his head, and Clint's got to keep his hips turned the other way. Not able to do it. Clint giving up a fall. Second period against Matthew Lindstrom. So now we'll have Weston Roberg wrestling over on mat number 2. And Weston quick in on a leg. Weston wrestling
in the hole on mat number 3 at 170 pounds, Isaac Hampson, BB, Brady Cole, Barnesville, 170 pounders. You guys are in the hole, mat number 3.
Hold on here. Ethan Ane.
In the hole on mat number 1 at 285, Zach Rindell from Grand Rapids. Bryce Burhockey from BBE. You're in the hole on mat number 1. Mat number 2, 285 pounds. AJ Rasmussen from Eden Valley.
So 2-2 here in the first period with 7 seconds to go. Just trying to find his bracket. There it is. So Ethan Ane, Spectrum, he's a senior, 9 and 7. So Weston down here in the second period. So now Ethan going in for 3/4 Nelson, and I think Weston is a little bit too long for Ethan to pull that one off. Now Weston got the far side leg hooked in there. He's in position for a near side head and arm. He's just trying to stay behind the elbows. Now Ethan pressures into him, and a little bit of back and forth here, and they're able to get back to their knees. Weston needs to get his leg out of there if he's not going to execute that near side. Now Ethan sitting through, reaching back for a leg. And is awarded a reversal. Weston just hung on with that near side leg in there too long. Now Weston able to wing him down and step over, and Weston getting his reversal back. So now Weston puts the left leg in. Ethan reaching up for the head, and Weston's able to put that half in there. He keeps the leg secured. Now it comes with a crossface. Switching sides. Scoring a couple near fall out of it. So Weston again with that left leg stuck in there. Ethan trying to roll through. Now we go into the third period. Ethan's choice. Ethan chooses down. Weston leading 9-4 going into the third period. So Weston right off the whistle with that left leg in there again. Trying for the power half. He's got that leg figure forward. So if Weston can work. There he works now with a crossface from the other side. Staying behind the armpits, keeping them stretched out. Now he's working the power half. And stalemate, and we'll start over. So right off the whistle again, Weston puts that left leg in there, and Ethan tries for a tiger roll, and Weston able to follow and right to a wrist. Now he works that power half again. Weston just has so much length to him. Now he works up. Ethan trying to sit out. Weston able to keep that leg in there. He's got a minute left in the third. Weston just not able to score too many near fall off of this leg ride, but staying busy in the process. Another stalemate. We'll start over in the middle again with 38 seconds to go. Right off the whistle again, and Weston puts that left leg in there. Figure fours, and he's working the half, and now he's scoring some near fall. He's got two. Ethan trying to sit out and reach for the head, and Weston able to keep that leg secure in there. So there he awarded him the two near fall. It's 11-4. Now Weston working that half from the other side. Another tiger roll, and Weston right with a crossface. And we'll end the match 11-4, Weston winning. So our next matches we have coming up, Brandon Schlungen will be in the hole here on mat 2. And that's it. Just got an update on the girls basketball score. Girls JV basketball had won 40-26 over Maple Lake, and the varsity girls are tied up at the moment, 14-14 with 9.5 minutes to go. So it'd be nice for those girls to get a win. So we'll have a little bit of a break here before Brandon comes out to wrestle, so we'll just take a short break. So we have Brandon Schlungen coming up on mat number 2. Also just got another scoring update on the girls basketball. They are trailing 14-23 against Maple Lake with 5:45 left in the first half. So we'll have Brandon coming up here. Brandon is wrestling AJ Rasmussen from Eden Valley. Brandon trying for that headlock. Brandon able to turn his hips and get him, and that was another quick one for Brandon. I think Brandon's only wrestled about a total of 23 seconds tonight. His first match was quick, that one was quick, and Brandon is moving into the finals. So that will score 2 more points for the Paynesville team anyway. So the team score update here. We have Belgrade at 194. The next team is Sartell with 163.5. Grand Rapids, that's the top 3. So Grand Rapids 134.5. Paynesville move up to the number 4 spot at 86. So there's a big spread there. Bringing in the tail end is Spectrum with 19. So they must be taking a little bit of a break on the semifinal matches here. They're just going to finish up the wrestlebacks, and then I think it'll be a bit before we come up with a Paynesville wrestler in the finals.
this time, run across the mat, shake your opponent's hand before the wrestling starts.
All right, championship round. We just got done with the national anthem. And we'll have a few guys here in the finals. We got first and second place going on mat number 1. Third and fourth place going on mat number 2. And then right down here underneath us at mat number 3 is 5th and 6th.
Now wrestling on mat number 1 for the championship at 106 pounds. From Belgrade, Bulldog, Walker Betts, and from Sartell St. Stephen, Dylan Enriquez. Wrestling for third and fourth on mat number 2 at 106 pounds.
Mat number 1, Walker Bentz, is seated number 1 in his bracket with Dylan Enriquez from Sartell St. Stephen. 1 and 2 seeds in that bracket.
You're on deck, mat number 1. On deck, mat number 2, Zach Wilkie from Grand Rapids, Andy Hedgeman from Sartell St. Stephen. On deck, mat number 3, Cole Clear from Holding Ford, Hoseana from Paynesville. In the hole on mat number 1 is Wayne Fisher from BBE, Chas Brenner from Barnesville. In the hole on mat number 2 at 120, Dusty Wilkie from Grand Rapids, Craig Schmitz from Paynesville. And in the hole on mat number 3, Josh Brinkman from Sock Center Melrose, Connor Lincoln from New Valley Watkins. We will wrestle continuously until this round is completed. If we need to win matches, we will be doing that.
So I have a feeling this is where Belgrade is going to make up some ground on the lead here. Winning first place in this as an individual gets you 16 points for the team. Second place is 12. Third is 9, fourth is 7, fifth is 5, 6 is 3. So this is an area where the team is able to score some big points just by having somebody in the championship. And of course, on mat number 1 is Belgrade's first wrestler going for first or second. So one is Paynesville's first wrestler here on. We'll have Jose Anaya coming up next on mat 3. Holding Ford. So he'll be wrestling Cole Clear. So apparently on my sheet says, so he's 1 and 2 for the night. He's 0 and 0 for the start of this. This is his first tournament of the year. What do we have for a score for the team score with coming into this round? So coming into this round, that's pretty much where we were at when I read out the scores before, but we have Belgrade in the lead by 31 points, And then Sartell in second there, and they're leading Grand Rapids by another 22 points. Paynesville slipped down to 5th place with 93 points. So Walker Bentz again, rated number 6 in the state as a freshman. Older brother Tyler. Tyler also rated in state at 145 pounds. He's rated 5th in state. Tyler is a senior this year. Right now, Walker Bentz has got his hands full with Dylan Enriquez. Dylan, also a freshman. Dylan Enriquez from Sartell. Championship match going into the 3rd period with Walker Bentz trailing 4-1. I'm guessing that Bentz and Enriquez, that is not the last time that you will see those two wrestle in their career. So I think at mat number 3 here, we'll have our first Paynesville wrestler coming up with Jose Anaya. Jose wrestling Cole Clear from Holdingford, a freshman. And Walker Bentz just picked up his 3rd loss of the year. So Jose here. Goes into a tie-up. Gets a nice underhook. Jose good at the duck under if he gets in the right position here. Just waiting patiently for it. There he tries for it, but then Cole is able to back out of it. Now Cole goes in for a shot, and Jose is on the defense.
In the hole on mat number 1 at 132 pounds, Tyler Jensen from BE, Jackson Beck from South.
Our announcer tonight, Mr. Ron Fuchs, Paynesville alumni wrestler, announcing the wrestlers tonight. So now Cole and Jose doing some hand positioning here. Jose trying to roll his wrist out of there. A little back and forth. Jose reaching in for an ankle pick and doesn't get it and comes back up, and Cole reaches in for a leg. Now Jose able to get him flattened out. Now Jose, oh, he had him flattened out. Jose with the front headlock now down to the mat. Cole in on a leg. Jose blocking. And no score. Going into the second period, Jose chooses down. So Jose gets set. Start off the second period here. He goes to a stand-up, and Cole reaches for an ankle. Jose able to turn and reach for a single leg. Now Jose can slide his hips back and double under here. Stuffing his head. Trying to clear the space here to get an escape. And there he gets the escape. Jose leading 1-0. Cole right back in for a single leg. Jose getting the whizzer in there, keeping that leg on the outside. Jose is a lanky wrestler, so he's a little bit tough to get those legs pulled in, but Cole able to get in on a double leg and secure a takedown. Now Jose working into a stand-up. Stand up again, trying to clear his arms. Able to turn towards him. They're clasping on Cole, so that'll be a point for Jose. Jose just not able to get his hips out. So the score now 2-0. Jose will be down. Two to 1. I don't know if they have that right. Jose got his legs tied up in there, and Cole able to ride him out here to end the second period. Score 2-2. So we start the third period with Cole being down. Jose able to 2-on-1 and goes for the chin drop. Not able to pull him back quite far enough. Still working that 2-on-1. Cole able to defend. Jose pulling that wrist back underneath again. Now Cole going for a stand-up, able to secure his escape. Jose reaching in for that ankle pick. He's really good at that too. So he's trying to work that duck under. He changes levels, and Cole changed levels with him there that time. Now he's got that front headlock, and he had his head pulled down to go right into a shot from there. Jose, bring him down to the mat. He should be getting a takedown here. Not able to hang on to him. Cole able to peel the wrist loose. We also have Craig Schmitz wrestling here over on mat number 2. Craig is wrestling Dusty Wilkie from Grand Rapids. So Jose here down by 1. Fighting for that last takedown and just can't get it. So Jose, not too bad for a first-time tournament as a 7th grader here on varsity. I know he's disappointed with that, but it's nice to see our 7th graders moving up and being in the finals. So now Craig is ahead here 2-0 in the first period with 45 seconds to go. He's wrestling Dusty Wilkie. Dusty Wilkie, 17-7 as a freshman from Grand Rapids. So Dusty working up off the bottom, getting an escape. Now with 17 seconds to go here in the first, shoots in for a shot. Craig sprawls back, trying to get his hips back. Off the mat and back to the center. 8 seconds to go. Craig in for a nice shot. Secures a nice takedown right at the end of the first period. So Dusty will be down. Right off the whistle, he goes for a switch. Craig able to follow. Sits back out again. Craig able to follow. Now Dusty going to the stand-up, trying to peel the hands, going for a standing switch, and Craig's able to follow. Craig able to block the sit-out. Going with that cross-body ride. Craig leading 4-0, now switching sides. So he rides from the other side now. So Craig trying to pull that left arm up there to bar it up. Wilkie trying to go in for a stand-up. Craig pulls him back across his body and back down to the mat. So he has one arm barred up there. See if he can walk that up around his head if he can get the other wrist. Wilkie fending it off for the moment. So Wilkie able to get an escape. Score now 4-2. Wilkie in for a shot. Craig able to sprawl back and get around him quickly and gets a takedown again right at the end of the period. A few seconds left in the end of the period there. Craig so quick and able to get around him. Craig will choose down here. Coach Mongus making sure the score is right. It should be 6-2. So Craig down. So standing up. Trying to stand up there. Now he's able to face him. Pressures into him and gets him back off his hips. Pushing his head down, trying to work his hips back out of there. Stalemate. Craig will be back down again. So Craig again trying to work the stand-up, peels the hands, spins around again, able to pressure into him and get him off balance, but he just can't quite get his leg free. Now he's got a quarter Nelson in there, reaches across. Now he's got a double under, he's going to go for a head chancery. There he's got his escape. Now it should be 7-2. Now we also have Aaron Magus wrestling down here on mat 3 against Tim Job from Grand Rapids. So Wilkie shoots in for a shot on Craig. Craig able to sprawl back. And now he's trying to stump the head. Got 26 seconds left in the match. Tries for that quarter Nelson again. Goes back to the front headlock, now a near side. Trying for the near side and go off the mat with 2 seconds left. So Craig coming up with the win there, 7-2. And over on mat 1, Blaine Fisher going for the championship.
In the hole on mat number 3, 145 pounds, Riley Messer from Paynesville.
Blaine Fisher being rated number 5 at 120 pounds for Belgrade.
Number 2, 138 pounds, Thomas Boyer from Spectrum, Evan Young from BNC. You guys are in the hole.
Blaine is losing the match over there, 4-3. So upcoming we have Sean Rue going against Nick Polak from Sartell. So Blaine struggling a bit over on his mat there against Chase Brenner from Barnesville. Blaine just a freshman. 3 Barnesville guys out on the mat right now. That's good to see for them guys, having 3 people in the finals. What happened in Maugus's match? I missed that. And Aaron's.
He lost.
2019 from Paynesville. The 126-pound champion is Ken Swanson from BBE.
So I just got an update from the girls' basketball game. They're down 41-37 with 10 minutes left of the game. Girls have a close one going.
145 pounds, Tyler Betts from BB and San Fergal from Sartell St. Stephen.
So Jackson Pink here from Sartell going against Tyler Jensen from Belgrade. Thought Tyler Jensen was rated, but I don't see him in there. Tyler from Belgrade with the blue shoes, just a freshman, going against Jackson Pank there, a senior, with the gray shoes. A couple periods here to go before we'll have Sean Rue. See quite a few Paynesville youth wrestlers running around here yet. They got a big tournament tomorrow right here in Paynesville.
In the hole on that number 3 at 152 pounds, Dylan Hansen from BDE. Ethan Hunting from the Spectrum.
There's a good match going on for the championship there with freshman and senior going against each other. 1 point difference. Just a minute 10 to go in that match with the freshman winning that bout 6-5 right now. Very nice fireman's there. Freshman being down by a point. So the girls' score just came back again. They're down by 8 with 7 minutes left to go. Still a close one in Maple Lake. It'd be nice to see an overtime match here. "15 seconds to go.
Jackson Bank. Now wrestling for the championship at 138 pounds. From Paynesville, Sean Rue.
So now we have Sean Rue here wrestling for the championship on mat number 1.
On deck, mat number 2, 145 pounds, Trevor Ludwig. Valley, Fair Hall, Alaska. In the hole on mat number
Wrestling against Nick Pellock from Sartell St. Stephen. 16-1 on the season. He's a senior. Sean also a senior. So Nick able to secure a takedown there on Sean. Goes with that crossbody ride and block. So usually when there's one good wrestler in the room, there's a second right in the next weight above or below. And you just saw there that Pank was a champion there. So here we got another Sartell wrestler that's good on the season. So Sean trying to sit out and Nick able to block. Sean reaching back for a head. Goes to stand up and Pellock brings him right back down to the mat. A deep waist ride. Now he's going with a cross face and a block. Trying to ride that ankle. Now he switches sides. Sean not able to There, now he's able to sit out. Nick able to follow. So Sean going for a stand-up, and Nick able to follow again. And they're off the mat. We'll go back to the center with Sean going down. Right off the whistle, Sean going for a stand-up, and Nick able to break him back down to the mat. Putting lots of pressure on him. Sean having a hard time keeping his base under him. Pellock going to the crossbody ride there. And we'll end the period with Sean Rue trailing 2-0. Nick defers, and Sean will choose down. Right off the whistle, Pellock breaks him down, and Sean able to sit out. Pellock follows him around, and then just lets him go, and we're back to our feet. Pellock likes that Russian tie also. Goes in for a double leg and takes him down. So off the mat, we go back to the center. Right off the whistle, Sean not able to get his arm free, and Pellock brings him down to the mat. Now Sean sits out again. Pellock keeping lots of pressure forward. Sean stands up, tripods up, and then back down to the mat. Goes deep on the cross-body ride, and then Sean sits out again. Pellock able to follow him back around. Sean tripoding up. Not able to free himself from let's see, Pellock letting him go here again. He goes back down to a single leg. Pellock still in control. And we go off the mat, and Sean is still down. Sean trying to tripod up again to get into that stand-up. Pellock just keeps so much pressure on him. And we'll go into the third period with Sean Rue trailing 4-1. So Pellock choosing both up. Now we have Riley Messer wrestling here down in front of us on mat 3. Pellock goes in for a single leg. Riley also going in for a single leg. There's going to be a stalemate on mat 1. Sean reaches in for a leg, and Pellock able to push him back. Neither one likes the other way to tie up. Pellock goes in for a double leg, and Sean gives it up easily. So Rue now trailing 6-1. Pellock just lets him go. Sean shoots in quickly for a double, and Pellock catches him. Sean in for a single leg, and Pellock gives that one up easily. Sean right away into the leg ride. Trailing 6-4. Sean trying to pressure him forward and get some near fall here. Still pressuring forward now. Pellock with a stalling call. And Pellock winning 6-4 over Sean Rue. We switch to Riley's match here. I guess you can see that pretty good.
Now wrestling for the championship at 145 pounds from Belgrade, North Tyler Benz.
So Riley here has, I don't know what the score to his match is, 2-0 here in the second period, just the start of the second period here. Riley able to back himself out of there and get an escape, so now it's 4-0. Going for the crossface cradle, see if he can lock it up here. Gets it locked up. Trying to sweep that leg up underneath him and step it over. Just got to bring him back. That's a lot of pressure to try and get to pull back from that position. There he switches sides now. He's got it locked up. Dane Walters is who he's wrestling here. Dane Walters from Grand Rapids. Riley's still got that crossface cradle locked up, and there he finally gets him to turn. Now he get the knee in the side here. He doesn't have the arm folded in there, so it's be tough to pin him from here, but he'll get his near fall out of it. Walter's able to roll back out of it, and Riley gets 3 near fall. Now he's got the arm barred up behind him. Short time here in the second period. We'll go into the third period now. Walter's choosing both up. Riley leading 7-0. Right off the whistle, Riley in for a single leg. Trying to switch to a double. Walter's able to sprawl back and grab it for a little bit here. There you go. Riley switched to a double and ended up getting a takedown. So he's sticks the leg in on the left side. Trying for that half out of the leg ride. On the championship mat over there, that's the third Sartell wrestler in a row that's been out there. There, Riley's able to get that half in there. Now he gets the arm on the other side of his body and is able to get him pressured over. Now he switches. Get that arm straightened out and stretch his body out. There he gets the pin. Nice job by Riley, able to work out of the leg right into the pin. So Riley Messer getting 5th place here today. Who do we have coming up? So So Weston Roberg will be up next on mat number 2, wrestling James Welly from Holdingford.
In the hole on mat number 3 at 170 pounds, Isaac Hansen, DB,
Which he wrestled his first match against James Welly and won. So Weston will be wrestling James Welly again in the finals here for 3rd place. I must have missed Cannon Swanson wrestling at the championship. Pin him, I should say. Oh, forfeit. So no wonder I didn't see him wrestle. Oh, because it's another Belgrade wrestler. So another update on the girls basketball game. The girls are down 46 to 59 with 2.5 minutes left of the game.
Now wrestling for the championship at 152 pounds. Kevin Showers from Grand Rapids. Zach Missler from East Valley, Watkins. In the hole on mat number 1, Alex Lang holding for Steve Hansen, the last under in the hole, mat number 1.
So Weston Roberg now over on mat 2. This is kind of probably a rematch. So this is Weston's first match of the evening, was against James Welly. And Weston won that one. So Weston going for the sweep there. Secures a single leg. Gets him down to the mat, but not able to secure the takedown. And ends up getting off balance, and Welly able to get the takedown instead. So now Weston trying to fight out of that power half. So Welly leading the match here, 2-0 with a minute to go in the first period. Weston trying to work his way off the bottom here. Winging him down, going for the switch, able to get an escape. Keeps his balance and into a tie here. So Weston down 2-1. 27 seconds to go in the first.
In the hole on mat number 3,
Weston goes in for the tie-up. Securing a wrist. Weston saved by the bell there right at the end of the period.
Kellen Schauer has now set a school record for 216 wins for Grand Rapids. Congratulations, Kellen. Way to go.
Start the second period here.
Your champion at 160 pounds, Brendan Moreland from Grand Rapids.
Shows third period, but I think it's the second period. Weston in for a shot. Welly able to sprawl back. Now Welly able to tie into near side cradle and slips. Weston's head slips out, and now he ends up with a single leg. Now back into the near side, and Weston has to belly out. Welly comes up with another takedown. So Weston now trailing 4-1. Weston sits out right off the whistle. Welly up on his toes. Goes for a chin drop, and Weston able to spin out of it. Weston now winging him down again, going for the switch, facing him up to their feet, and Welly able to follow. Now wings him down on the other side. And Welly able to follow around. He tried this earlier in the match earlier with a 3/4 Nelson, and Weston just too lanky and long for that. Welly not able to pull down, so he gets back behind Weston and trying to work the half again. On a deep crossbody ride, and Weston just tripoding up, goes for a nice tiger roll there, out into an escape. 4-2. With 8 seconds to go in the second here. No points yet. So now we'll go into the third period. Weston's choice. No, it was Welly's choice. So Weston trailing here 4-2. See what he can do with this. Welly knows he's going to put the leg in there. So Weston gets that left leg stuck in there. Now he's going to work the half Nelson out of that. See if he can get him flattened out. Weston looked like he's a little bit high up there. Weston almost able to get him turned over with that half, but Welly just stays on his base. Oh, now the ref's counting. Now he's got 2 for sure. He's got 3. Weston able to come across with the crossface. So 5-4 now, Weston leading the match. With the minute to go in the third, now Weston with the crossface again. Scoring some more near fall. So that leg ride proving to be a factor in the match here with Weston and Welly. 8-4 now. So stalemate. We'll go back to the center here with 33 seconds left to go in the match, and Weston leading 8-4. So right off the whistle, Welly goes for a sit out. This goes into a stand up. Weston able to bring him back down to the mat. Weston puts the legs in there and still clasping, it calls. So now 8-5. Eight to 5 with 17 seconds to go. So Weston able to stick that leg in there. 10 seconds to go.
At 182 pounds, from
So Weston able to secure the win here, an 8-5 win over Welly from Holdingford. Good job there, Weston, and able to use that leg ride to your advantage. So now we'll have next one coming up for Paynesville is going to be
number 2 at 182 pounds, Spencer Eisenbrown, Paynesville, Bulldog from St. Stephen. You're in the hole at number 2.
I don't see any Paynesville wrestlers on there. So we'll have a little bit of a break here before we have Spencer Eisenbrown will be sounded like the next wrestler we'll have here in a little while. So Brandon Schlungen wrestling right down here in front of us. They just got started. Brandon wrestling the number 1 seed, Zeke Rondeau. So Zeke 14-10 on the season, a senior. Brandon a junior. Off the mat, back to the center. So Brandon was the number 3 seed in the bracket. Brandon 12-7 on the season. So Brandon now looking for that headlock. Both guys got a same tie up here.
Reminded all individual champions, we will have a photo at the end of the tournament. Make sure you have your arm up on, please.
So Brandon just trying to work inside here. Gets the underhook, but just couldn't quite get the head and arm. Now both guys got the same tie up. Anything goes here. Brandon got the overhook. Now he goes for the underhook and they break up.
Spencer Eisenbrown and Koninitsky will be wrestling on mat number 1 right now.
So Brandon with that collar tie. Pressuring against him. Brandon pushing in. Trying to secure that head and arm. Zeke trying to step through. And we'll end the first period with no score. And we got Spencer Eisenbrown wrestling over on mat number 1. Spencer's wrestling Cody Nitsky, who he also wrestled in the first match of the night. There we go, Spencer with a nice sit through and gets the reversal. Nitsky right back up to his feet. I think Spencer feels a little more comfortable in this match than he did the first go around. So Nitsky is a senior. That's Spencer's opponent. Now again, Spencer getting turned in that cradle. I think that he got turned in that in this first match too. Oh, Spencer just couldn't fight it off and ends up getting pinned in the cradle. Back down to Brandon here. Brandon was able to pressure over, and Zeke was able to roll through. So now I don't know what we have for a score. Can't see the scoreboard from where we're sitting. So Brandon again with the head and arm, gets the hips in, hips him over, and is not able to score the takedown. They went out of the bounds first. So the score here says 1-0 that Zeke is up. Second period with 20 seconds. Brandon again with the head and arm. This time he sits into him. Now he's able to hip into him. Lifts on the head. Brandon with a pin. Good job, Brandon. Well, that'll conclude the Paynesville wrestlers for tonight. The girls basketball final was 62-48. The girls came up a little bit short tonight. Thanks everybody for checking in and watching tonight. We'll go through the final scores here for what we have. Belgrade leading the tournament with 221 points. Sartell coming in second with 188.5. Grand Rapids in third with 167.5. Malacca with 105. Paynesville coming in fifth with 101. Holdingford 89. Barnesville in 7th with 84. Eden Valley in 8th with 77. 9th place, Sauk Center Melrose with 66. And 10th place would be Spectrum with 19 points. So that's it from the Crow's Nest tonight. We hope to see you all tomorrow at the youth tournament. Come out and cheer on the youth wrestlers. Thanks again.